Today is, or was, Saturday, August 23rd, 2025, and Shabbat, 29 of 5785. And as after Shabbat, I observe the Shabbat, so I don't use videos or any electronics on the Sabbath. So I wait till Saturday night until nightfall, and that's when I make the video for each day. So today, I always make the one for Shabbat or for Saturday and Saturday night. So Saturday, August 23rd, 2025 is Shabbat 29 Av, and the last day of the month of Av. Actually, technically tomorrow will be Av as well, but we're starting Rosh Chodesh of Elul. And on the Islamic calendar, it's also the 29th day of the month of Safar. Safar is the second month in the Islamic Hijri calendar, and there's another name for the calendar, I forgot. It's on ul awal, something like that. And it's very similar to the Hebrew calendar because it goes by the moon. And today, in the Hebrew calendar, it was 29th of Av, and it was the 29th of Safar in the Islamic calendar in the year 1447. But tomorrow will be the first month of Rabi Ul Awal, I think, Rabi something. But the first Rabi, and it's 1, and tomorrow will be the 30th of Av, and so it splits off. I thought it was exactly the same, but it's not. Tomorrow will be the first of Rabi, the first Rabi, and it will be the 30th of Av on the Hebrew calendar. This is the PL-89 Gematriatic Quantum Thought Calendar, and it is a calendar of calendars. It is a calendar that holds many calendars in it, and is meant and designed to reconcile and to rectify and to synthesize and to mesmerize. No, I'm just kidding, but maybe. It's a solar and lunar calendar. It is a Daf Yomi calendar. It is a Julian calendar, and now the newest edition is the Islamic calendar. And the studying of calendars and the studying of time is something that I've been interested in for a while, and it's also a study in what's known in rabbinic studies, rabbinic Judaism, Talmudic terminology as Sod HaIbur, which is the secret of intercalations, the secret of when a leap year is made in order to keep the calendar in balance, what years are chosen as leap years within every 19-year Metonic cycle. I just discovered something today that had to do with the number 19, and it had to do with Yishmael and Esav and Yaakov, which those three can represent the three world religions: Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. And so that's that. But it's a Gematriatic thought calendar, and the Gematriatic thought has to do with the boxes that are made are based on verses in the Bible, and the idea is reality scripted in some way? Can reality be decoded? Can the Torah be decoded to the effect that we can derive benefit from it for our lives? And the first step in this process of decoding the Torah through time is in a set calendar system that has numbers and the gematriatic meanings on each day. And if they match, or if you find patterns, then that seems to me the first step. So today something happened, and usually it's not preconceived. I say usually because once in a while it is, but generally I look at the day of the events that came during the day. It's kind of like, when you have a dream at night, you can't. I mean, some people are into lucid dreaming, but generally people don't program what they dream about. They go to sleep, and then whatever comes up in their mind, it could be the weirdest things. And sometimes I dream about stuff that I have no idea how in the world I would have ever thought about that thing. I mean, it's not bad or anything, but I'm saying it's like completely out of what I'm thinking about. And it's like a different world, a different land, or a different scenario, a different language, a different thing that, or even if it's a mixture of things, or even if it's a memory, but you can never, it's a memory I would have never thought about, and it came out of nowhere. So that's kind of how I treat life. Each day is like a dream. You don't know what's going to happen in that day. And that's why I say generally I pick the things that happen that I have no control over, and they came to me, and then I look at the calendar and say, was it there all along? And that's the idea. Okay, so that happened today, and then that's the premise of at least this phase of it. This phase is that, and it can go to different phases. Who knows where it will go eventually? But this is where we're at right now. So to give you an example, today I'll use just Jewish sort of like Orthodox terminology because that's the world I'm in, and so many of you will understand it. And some you might get it anyway from the context. But I went to a Kiddush today. Today was Shabbos, Shabbat, Sabbath, and after davening, there's usually a Kiddush. And so people have Kiddush just a general. It's like a little food afterwards and social, and so basically you go to a kid and you have it for people have it for their mitzvah, their Kiddush, or for getting married, before they get married, like the Afraf, or like just in general if they want to honor their loved one who has passed on, they could sponsor the Kiddush. Anyway, I went to a Kiddush today and I started talking to someone. I asked them, what are you learning? And so the person said, we're learning Tractate Rosh Hashanah. It's the Rosh Hashanah, basically. It's the tractate in the Talmud that talks about the new year. And so I said, okay, there's 35 dafim, right? He goes, really it's 34 because it starts on page 2. Every Talmud does that. Starts on page 2. So if you see page 35, it's not going to be 34. It's going to be 34 pages. But the point is, I said the word 35. Okay, on this day, and on this day in the calendar, today is August 23rd, corresponds to box 35. I said the word 35. I don't say that every day. So, and the fact that I'm sitting next to someone and they started to learn Rosh Hashanah, which goes up to page number 35, even though in truth it's 34 pages. But I said 35, and and you can many people identify Rosh Hashanah by 35, and so August 23rd, or Av 23rd because it's solar and lunar, or Safar 23, is going to be in the box. I'm sorry, August 23rd, yeah. It doesn't matter what it is, it's going to be in this box. But it was 35. And I said Tractate Rosh Hashanah, which has last page number is 35. That's really uncanny. I couldn't predict that. I couldn't plan that. And to say that this day was printed, that number in that box, and it didn't preconceive it, that's the whole point. That's that. And the other box is 6. I'm not really sure what to say about 6. I was thinking about what came up. That would represent the 29th day of Av. And so I really, honestly, can't think anything about 6, so I'll just leave it there for now.